Last year, I was doing an internship in a hospital in Brussels in order to complete my education as a physical therapist. This meant that I was moving around the hospital quite a bit, but even after a few days, even maybe weeks, I still managed to get myself lost inside the hospital more than I wanted to. Now, this may either say a lot about me or about this specific hospital, but that's not the point. The point is, imagine. Imagine that it's you in the hospital visiting a relative who's critically ill. Imagine that it's a family member who has to go see a doctor to get his treatment results. Or imagine that it's a father who missed out the birth of his son because he was lost inside the hospital. Apparently, 1 out of 2 patients who visit a hospital get lost or need staff to get them to their destination. This, of course, results in an increase in stress, tardiness, and a decrease in patient satisfaction. Medical staff spends up to 4,500 hours per year in giving directions to patients or visitors. This results in an additional cost of 250,000 euros per year for the hospital. On the other hand, hospitals are not always aware of this problem because they don't see it as a direct cost on the end of the year sheets, meaning that the solutions that are available are not always being welcomed as much needed because the costs are mostly indirect. And especially if the solutions are a bit costly and techy, hospitals tend to not go for them. So that's why we decided to make a solution that is not costly or techy. That's why we came up with Go. I'll just show you. This is Nofar, and Nofar is a PhD student who goes to hospitals all the time. Also, she tends to get lost all the time. So here we see her grab her iPhone, scan the QR code, and pick her selection of destination where she has to be inside the hospital. Once she has selected her destination, a map will pop up showing the route that she has to do and step-by-step directions she will have to take. Easy as that, and she arrived. So the value that we want to create is both for hospitals and patients or visitors, because we aim to create an indoor wayfinding service that will help patients get to their destinations in time and without stress by giving simple step-by-step directions based on a cost-effective technology. This technology will be the QR code I talked about using a 2D map of the hospital site. Once the QR code has been scanned, a web browser app will pop up, so you don't even have to install another application. The only technology you need is your smartphone and a working internet connection. As I already said, the users will be staff, visitors, or patients, but the customers will be the hospitals. Hospitals, private or public, will pay for our solution in a subscription yearly based model in order to compensate for our costs of software development, maintenance, and implementation in the hospital. This development we aim to do pretty soon, as we, after getting feedback and validation from hospitals, we want to make a functional prototype in order to improve the product and get out to hospitals as soon as we can. The team that tries to do this is Alexandra, Noe, Nofar, Valdrin, and myself, and we are Team Go. And our goal is to help you get to your destination when it matters.